Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. So, in the middle of doing all these different exotic shotgun shells, I didn't want you guys to get tired of seeing shotgun shells and everything, so I decided I'm going to do one video of those exotic shotgun shells and then another video of something else. So this video is going to be about my SKS. Sorry for the sunlight there. There we go. If you saw, I forget when it was, a couple videos ago, I picked up a used, I picked up a used SKS at the gun show that I took my youngest brother and sister-in-law to. And I've been having a lot of fun with that. And I've actually been learning a lot about this particular firearm. You know, I'm not a gun expert by anything. I'm strictly an enthusiast. So I like to know the history of the guns that I own. And so after learning a little bit about this, I was just even more fascinated. You know, I knew it originated from Russia. Simonov is the guy's last name. What's his first? I can't remember his first name, but his middle name is some crazy Russian middle name that starts with a K. But that's where the name SKS comes from. It's named after him that that designed it, that, you know, made the plans and everything for it. I didn't know actually that it was one of the first rifles that was chambered in 7.62 by 39. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then from the SKS stemmed the AK-47. But back to the SKS. Another thing I didn't know is that it became very popular, and it kind of shifted towards there were other variants that were made of the SKS, meaning other countries decided to make them because Russia sold, well, not sold, but they either helped to arm their allies with this particular rifle or gave them the blueprints and the capability to build their own, which is how we came to be with so many different variants. You know, like the Chinese, which is the Chinese variant, which is very popular, the Yugoslavian, the Vietnam, you know, all of the other variants you see came because they were allies with Russia during World War II, during the Vietnam War. So that's why we have all these variants. Now, the Viet Cong and the NVA, the North Vietnamese Army, they did very well against our American soldiers because of the SKS. It's a more kind of rough and rugged rifle. It does very well with not lack of maintenance, but minimal maintenance. I'm always hesitant on saying you don't really have to clean them, because you always should. You should practice, you know, cleaning firearms and getting into a habit of maintaining your firearms. But because the jungle in Vietnam was such a dirty place, the Vietnam did very well with this gun because there are limited parts to it. There's not nearly as many moving parts as our M16s had, so our soldiers kept having to break their rifles down and clean them, and, you know, just stay on top of having a very clean firearm in the jungle, where the Vietnamese, they didn't have to worry about that. They could be in a dirty mud puddle and know that the SKS is still going to fire. The biggest thing that they had to worry about was the slam firing, where if you get to a point where you never maintenance your rifle, or it just becomes extremely dirty, you run the risk of experiencing a slam fire, which is basically the rifle just kind of goes into like almost an automatic fire. It's not controlled, it's not on purpose, it's a constant, you know, misfire. I don't know. And this is where I'm not an expert in firearms, I don't know all the terminology, but a slam fire is basically when the gun just goes into total shutdown, starts firing, you're not controlling it, all you can do is just kind of hold on and wait until your mag's empty, and that's a slam fire. So that was the biggest thing that the Viet Cong and the NBA had to worry about. So yeah, I thought that was kind of neat to learn about, as well as the fact that because this was the first one of the first rifles that used the 7.62x39 round, the rifle before, oh boy, I'm blanking on it, like the M44, not M, I think it was, I can't remember the name, it was a really weird name, but it was 44, and basically, I believe, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me on it, please, but I believe it was basically a 7.62x54 bullet. So, switching the SKS to a 7.62x39 meant the bullets were smaller and they were lighter, so the soldiers could carry more of them. I thought that was pretty neat to learn too. So these were just some fun facts for the SKS. We're headed up to the Freedom compound now to set up some water jugs I have filled up and do a little bit of shooting. We'll see you guys up there. Alright everybody, we are up here at the lead dump, and we could not have asked for better weather. I think it's like 50 degrees out right now, sun's shining, birds are chirping, but not for long. Behind me, down here, about 30 meters back, we have, 30 feet. Sorry, not 30 meters. It's been a long week. About 30 feet behind me, we have some targets set up. Basically, I just filled up some empty gallon water jugs from work and put some food coloring in them. We're going to see if we can use our SKS and make them splash. So here it is. We have our 1968 Chinese SKS. It's got the bayonet on it. I think it's pretty cool. For this round of shooting, we're going to be using our Adrenaline Precision Series, the Buffalo Cartridge Company. Thanks, guys. 7.62x39. These specific rounds are 123 grain, and they are full metal jackets. So the thing that I really like about the SKS is that no matter which one you get, they come set up so that you can run a stripper clip in from the top. And if you're unfamiliar with what a stripper clip is, it's basically just a metal clip that'll hold usually about 10 rounds. And you just put the clip in here and you just push your bullets down. And that is that. So it's a little bit faster way to load these. Although I don't really mind doing this. It's a little therapeutic for me. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Okay, so there's 10. It's chambered now. Let's do some shooting. Well, all right. I hit that first one no problem, and then I couldn't hit anything after that. Looks like I was shooting a little high, because this bell, yeah. Let's give this another go. Did some nice damage to this one though. And this was empty, so that just went flying. That's better. Something just occurred to me. We are at like 30 yards. It's been a very long week of work, so my mind's all over the place right now. Yeah, we're at about 30 yards right now. And because I haven't built a shooting post yet, just kind of got to freehand it down on one knee. That spaghetti squash is being difficult. .12 gauge will get it done. No, I definitely hit it. Back up some. Gauge will get it done. Weird. Nah, definitely hit it. All right, everybody, there it is. Nice little quick shoot around with the Chinese SKS. Definitely a fun gun. to shoot. Definitely need some practice. I guess I could take out my earplugs so I don't have to yell at you guys. But yeah, definitely need some practice at 100 yards. Definitely need to familiarize myself with those iron sights. You know, 100 yards with irons. So we'll keep working on it. Definitely get better. So Rachel, I'm sorry. I have to practice shooting more. So don't get mad at me if some house projects get put on hold. I'm doing it for the viewers. That's the way we're going to sell this, guys. Finished the water jugs off with our 12 gauge shotgun. That's always fun. Definitely get a nice little splash of an explosion from that. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Definitely getting some more videos out. Like I said in my last video, work slowing down with it getting colder, so I'm gonna have some more free time to do some shooting. So I'm excited. I can't wait. So thanks for tuning in Gunpowder and Freedom. If you like what you saw, click the like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.